And if you wait long enough, in the town of Clacton-on-Sea. Nigel Farage.
Well, it looks like our Sir Ed Davey has absolutely gone in on Nigel Farage, calling him unpatriotic and accusing him of wanting to turn Britain into
little more than a Donald Trump tribute act.
Bold words from the Lib Dem leader at his party spring conference. But is he right, or is he just making political point scoring ahead of a local election? Let's have a look, So let's set the stage. Our Sir Ed Davey is calling out both Trump and Farage. He said Trump is betraying Ukraine, undermining European security, and should not be appeased. And as for Farage, he slammed him for once saying he admires Putin, calling that stance despicable and out of touch and unpatriotic. Now I've got to ask, what do you guys think? Does Ed Davey have a point, or is this just an attempt to win votes by attacking an easy target? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's talk about Trump. Ed Davey claims that Trump is selling out Ukraine and making Europe less safe. And let's be real, Trump's recent comments about NATO and Ukraine haven't exactly been reassuring, has it? Remember when he said that he wouldn't protect NATO countries if they didn't pay up? Well, that got a lot of people worried. But here's the thing, is Ed Davey actually in the best place to say this? What I mean is, being the third biggest party, yes Nigel, third biggest party, not Farage PLC, does it give him room to say this rhetoric where the Prime Minister cannot? Yeah, I suppose Starmer can say this sort of stuff, but if the shit hits the fan, who will be held responsible? Yes, it'll be him, won't it? And after all, the UK's actual influence over Trump's foreign policy is questionable at best, isn't it? Now, the biggest punchline in Ed Davey's speech was his claim that Farage wants to turn Britain into a Donald Trump tribute act. Ouch. But is he wrong? Well, let's compare. Anti-immigration rhetoric. Take. Anti-EU stance. Tick. Loves a good rally. Tick. Says controversial things just to wind people up. Tick, 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 tick. So yeah, in some ways, Farage is Britain's answer to Trump. But is that a bad thing? Or is it exactly what some voters want right now? What do you guys think? Now, interestingly, Davey didn't just go after Farage, he had a pop at Kemi Badenoch and the Tories. He said they've abandoned communities and their sneering attitude shows that they just don't really care.
Now, I don't know if you heard what Kemi Badenoch said about us recently. Did you hear this? She said, and I quote, "A typical Liberal Democrat will be somebody who is good at fixing their church roof." And she ended, "And people in the community like them."
But are the Lib Dems really the alternative to the Tories? After all, they did work with them in a coalition back in 2010. So here's my question. Do you think the Lib Dems have actually changed? Or are they just pretending to be different with the hope of getting into power again, or maybe becoming the party of opposition? All right, let's sum up. Ed Davey's speech was sometimes fiery, and he was sometimes passionate, and it was definitely aimed to take down Nigel Farage. But will it be effective? And more importantly, do the Lib Dems have a real plan, or are they just good at fixing church roofs?
Good at fixing the church roof, people in the community like them. I think she meant it as an insult. But I'll happily wear it as a badge of honour.
Well, what do you guys think? Let me know down below. And if you enjoy everything, House of Commons and select committee meetings and or anything political, give us a like and subscribe, and I shall just bid you farewell and take care, my friends.